everybody, welcome to the Geek Vault. It is your boy Dre, and we wanted to make a video. And when I say we, it's solo. You know it's me. I wanted to make a video about the best Build-A-Figures that came out in 2022. But your boy couldn't really find that many Build-A-Figures that were like the bomb. You know, I mean, I have the wings, if you count it, for Captain America Falcon, which I have him on the shelf. But this wasn't a great year for Marvel Build-A-Figures, except for two of them, in my opinion. And I want to discuss really the bad ones and the few good ones, and maybe that another company might have actually kind of swooped in and possibly outdid Marvel. So we're going to start with the Build-A-Figure from the Thor Ragnarok wave, or it's not Ragnarok, sorry, Love and Thunder. And this is Korg. Now, obviously this is Korg from Love and Thunder, which is honestly a reissue of the Korg figure that they put in the 2-pack with the King of Skaar, Jeff Goldblum's character. Now, the problem with this figure is the legs. I wish I could zoom in, but the legs are like on a permanent I can make a triangle. They're like permanently in an A position. You can't, if you twist them, they don't, like, it's, yeah, as you can see. The detail is great looking for the figure. I mean, he looks good, but I mean, in all honesty, this is just a reissue. This wasn't, in my opinion, a Build-A-Figure that should have been made. Especially in that wave. You could have done something so different. Like, for example, I'm gonna grab a different Build-A-Figure, or a different figure that's from Love and Thunder, or really from the comic books, but inspired. Gore the God Butcher. Amazon exclusive, $40 figure. Amazing. Why not make this the Build-A-Figure to this? Didn't make any sense. I completed it because I'm just that kind of nerd that I have to complete things. But yeah, this was not a good Build-A-Figure for the price of all those. Now, the other figures in the set were good, but yeah, horrible construction. I don't like it. That's one. Number 2, Rintrah. Now, this is my guilty pleasure Beth, because one, he's a Minotaur. Come on. It's a kick-ass looking Minotaur. But can't really stand without a base. And his character has like 2 lines in the entire movie of the Multiverse of Madness. And we don't really see him do anything except get thrown around and beat up by Scarlet Witch. A character that looked cool for a Build-A-Figure, and definitely was one I wanted to build, and I did. And just was a little bit of a letdown. I think the articulation's cool in the hooves. I think for a movie accurate / wannabe comic book accurate, looks cool. But would have been cool if he came with some spell effects. Again, a missed opportunity. I mean, look at the comic books. He's a very cool character in the comics. Bone Crusher. Now, he's complete. I kit bashed him. So the head is on a different figure. I had a bat head on this figure from a G.I. Joe Classified, and I took one of the extra hands that they come with, and the laser / I think missile. I don't remember, but I kept everything else that's from this particular Build-A-Figure, except for the heads on a kit bash I was working on. And like, yeah, I mean, this cool idea for guys like me that like to kit bash. This is a good kit bash figure. Again, was this really worth being a Build-A-Figure? Especially when they'll probably turn this into a deluxe figure at some point. So, again, possible missed opportunity. Possible. But for me, I liked it because I got to kit bash it and play with it. This one I like. And these are some of the ones I'm going to go into that I like, that I think are very well done. Attuma. Attuma, not a tumor. But this is obviously one of the villain characters from Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The weapons on this bad boy are dope. It looks like a mix of a traditional, like, coastal Aztec weapon with like a Maori weapon, and then that spear looks freaking badass. The detail on the armor and the hammerhead shark with the, you know, very traditional jewelry that was indicative of tribal peoples. Again, love this figure, love the color, but again, the character didn't get a lot of great screen time. But for, like, this, to me, you could make this like an army builder if the BAF pieces were more readily available. I think he'd be cool for Mythic Legions, or if you're into high fantasy, to do some fun stuff with. Or if you want to mix media, Aquaman needs a villain to fight. This dude can be, you know, some fun you can do with this one. And I got a lot of hate from my friends for this, and you know what? Hey, I'm entitled to my opinion. But I still say this is a great Build-A-Figure. And I love Ultron. So the What If Infinity Ultron. I think this figure is dope looking. I like the figures in the line. About the one issue I have with the lance is that right there at the tip of this lance there was an imperfection, so it looks like my kid chewed on it, or I chewed on it, but I did not. The lance is a little bit too big a clunky weapon. I wish it came with a different set of hand sculpts. But the cape looks dope. The coloring looks cool. I do agree with what T3 Carlos said, that maybe an inch taller to scale against your other figures. And there is some arm articulation in the shoulders, because obviously those large pauldrons that he has, so it limits the arm movement, but still a cool looking figure. Now let's go to two that I don't have all the pieces to, but I'm looking to complete because I think that they are amazing. And then we're going to go into why these three definitely are contenders. So we're going to stay with Marvel Legends, and then we're going to move to McFarlane. The Khonshu Build-A-Figure. As of right now, obviously, I have the Howard the Duck, which I bought my wife for our anniversary. So Howard the Duck comes with the body, and then I got the it's the Kang the Conqueror. I forgot what they call his character. He comes with the head, and I think these look amazing. This is going to be like huge, because this is like right here. That's how tall this figure is. And I love Moon Knight. I have the other Moon Knight figures already. So yeah, this is going to be a dope figure. And this is one of the BAFs I was looking forward to next year, but they released it early, so I got these first two pieces. So I will be purchasing the rest of the figures of just the BAF pieces, which is, I think, the classic Loki, the zombie Scarlet Witch, the agent from the WandaVision show, and I forgot the other character that was in that line. Those are the last of the ones I need to get for this. But yes, I will complete him. Now we're going to go to McFarlane. Now, McFarlane had several Build-A-Figures that came out this year, of which I have 3 that are incomplete right now, or 2 incomplete, one completed. This one is one of the coolest looking ones, and this was Atrocitus, and I have been trying to hunt for these pieces for a long time. Now granted, I just sold the extra Kyle Rayner because I got the gold label one, so, but I still wanted, obviously you needed the Kyle Rayner to get the torso, and he looks amazing. Like, the detailing on these McFarlane Build-A-Figures is what I feel like is the right idea. And it's only 4 figures you have to get. You don't have to get like 6 figures to get it all. He puts it in 4, and I love that. So obviously the Kyle Rayner non-gold label is the torso, and that's all you get with that one. And then the Death Storm is the head and the pauldrons, or the pauldrons. That's what it comes with, and I think that face sculpt is just dope for Atrocitus. Now the hands and legs are the Black Lantern Batman and Black Lantern Superman. So I'm currently looking for those two so I can get and complete this. The other figure which I do not have is Solomon Grundy, and I am going to hunt down that Grundy badly, because I think that was the best choice of making a Build-A-Figure ever. And last but certainly not least, and I think this one is my absolute favorite, and probably the #1 Bath figure for 2022, Starro. I think this not only took me an entire year practically to build, it was a Target exclusive, so you could only get it through Target, and you had to wait till they released the parts. And it was the 4 characters, which was the, I think it's the, oh god, I don't want to say the Injustice Society, but it's like the Syndicate. They were the Syndicate villains. So like, if you're not into those characters, you could always sell them off or give them to a friend or whatever. But I wanted Starro, and the fact that when you got this Starro, you got mini Starros that are equally as detailed. There's 4. I still have the 3 right here on my desk. But yeah, you get mini Starros that fit very well on Marvel Legends. But why do I love this thing so much? Because this thing articulates. It bends. And people told me don't bend it, but it does. And then the back of it, look at that detail, man. Look at that freaking detail. Well worth it, man. Well worth it. And if you are a kit basher, and say if you were able to find, because Target runs those dope clearances where you can get like figures for $7, $5. I would even say you could probably buy them all, put this inside of like some foam, and redo this and paint this brown and make a mini Sarlacc pit. But yeah, this Starro figure is dope. If you are a fan, it is amazing. I hope they don't do anything like to make another variant of it, but yeah, this was dope, and I love this figure. So I'm going to throw this out to you. What do you guys think? Did McFarlane kill it? Is McFarlane doing awesome with BAFs? Let me know in the comments down below. And as always, my friends, stay geeky. Peace.